Hey guys, we are 7 Mile Sun and we're on episode 49 of the Sit Down.
My name's Kimberly.
What instrument do you play?
Oh, I happen to bang the drums.
My name is Kevin. I play the guitar and sing lead vocals.
And I'm Joanne. I play the bass.
Slapping the bass.
Big
Slapping
time.
the bass, man.
Slapping the bass.
Nice.
Right on. Welcome and thanks you guys.
Have you been Russified?
Only just slightly.
That's
Sorry,
such a-
Joel.
what-
Go.
That's okay. What's the name of that movie again?
Oh,
I Love You,
Slapping
Man.
the BS? Yes.
No, is it I Love You, Man?
Yep.
Ah, yeah.
yeah.
So good.
Yep. Paul Rudd and Jason Segel.
Yep.
Freaking rights.
Good movie.
You bet.
Why is
So-
he fighting the Hulk? Why is Sydney fighting the Hulk? It's off the movie.
Yeah, I know. I'm thinking. I remember Lou Ferrigno being in
Lou
there,
Ferrigno, that's right. Yeah.
and I'm just like, why is he fighting him? I remember the crop dusting in the show home.
I'm just here sitting like this is a trick question, isn't it?
I was trying to trip you up early.
Yeah.
No doubt, it worked. It worked.
Mission
It's been a while
accomplished.
since I saw that. So hey, like I was saying, you guys, thank you for coming on the show. Actually, it was Aspen reached out to me, I think a couple of weeks ago, maybe a little bit more than that, and threw me a couple of your tracks, and he's like, hey, you should really like reach out to these guys. You guys have recently been on 102 FM, is that right? Like not that long ago?
Yeah, that's right. They've been playing our track Can't Compromise, I'd say semi-regularly for maybe even 6 months now.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was great. We ended up having a connection with somebody at the station, and they brought that song to the program director and at the music meeting, and they liked it and put it on. So we've been getting semi-regular spins on Rock 102 with that song, which has been really cool.
Sweet. Shout out to 102. Yeah, that's freaking awesome, man. That's definitely like, I love that song. It's so good, you guys. Congratulations on it. I like it a lot.
Thanks so much.
Thanks.
Yeah. I immediately got the Black Keys vibe.
Totally.
Like it. Yeah.
Big fans, yeah.
Yeah, we were supposed to go see him in Saskatoon I don't know, 6 months ago, whenever that was. Whenever they were coming.
I think that was like May 12th or something like that.
Yeah. Oh, that long ago? But yeah. Anyway.
Kev, you
Yeah.
got to see them.
I did see them once. Have you guys ever seen them?
No. I haven't.
I seen them in Edmonton about 2014, right after Turn Blue came out.
Oh.
And it was a great show. It was really good. Dan Arbach had his guitar so loud. It was just like everything I ever wanted.
Impaired hearing following.
Yeah,
Those are the
That's-
best, man.
I agree. I want it nice and loud.
Well, we went to Rainwolf. That was loud too.
Oh,
At
yeah.
the core center.
Jordan
Did you
Cook?
think that was loud?
Okay, don't tell me you did. Okay, you are deaf then.
Could have been louder, Rainwolf. Come on.
You seen Rainwolf, didn't you?
No, but I wanted to. They were supposed to also be, he was supposed to be coming too.
Oh, is that another COVID shutdown show?
Yeah, he was supposed to come back to Coors, I thought. But
Well, that's where we saw him.
Not sure.
yeah, was that just before COVID?
It was pretty close, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, wait. It was in 2019.
Okay.
Joel probably still has a ticket for it.
I'm looking at I've got the poster on the wall right
Oh,
here. I'm
sweet.
trying to figure out if there's a day on there. Just has the year though.
Well, hopefully he comes back because no, I haven't seen him yet.
Yeah, he's a good Saskatoon boy.
Yeah,
It's
for sure.
doing really well.
Actually, right, I don't know, this picture right here, that's me. I sold him a load of wood at the lake. Like before.
Memory. Amazing.
Oh man, it is a funny story actually. So I'll get into it. But he opened for was it Black Sabbath or was it Ozzy? Black Sabbath. Yeah.
I think
Anyways, I
remember
had
that,
I had tickets to that, and I like going to the shows early because I want to see, like, when I go to a concert, I want to see the concert. I want everything, right? I want to take it all in. So I'll watch all the shows. Anyways, he's up on stage doing his thing, and I'm just like, my mind was blown. I was like, who the F is this guy? Right? And like everything, I was just amazed. Thought he was freaking awesome, crushed it. About 2 weeks later, a week or two later, I'm at Waka Lake Regional Park, and because like we have a seasonal site there, and I'm driving. My wife and I were driving to the campsite, and he's like walking by the beach by himself. I'm like, no fucking way. So I turned the truck around. I'm like, hey man, are you Rainwolf? He's like, yeah man. I was like, holy shit! Like, I just saw you like open for Black Sabbath. Like, can I get your picture? So
You want some wood?
well, that's so funny because the truck was full of wood, and he's like, what are you doing with this? I'm like, well, bringing it to the site. Like, I have a lot. So like, he's like, oh, we need some firewood. It's like, I'll sell you some. So I actually charged him. It wasn't him. It was his sister's campsite. And the deal was I gave her a truck full of wood for if she got him to autograph this picture for me. So then I just kind of sent her the picture. She printed it out, and he signed it. Thanks for the wood. And then that was
That's so
that's what it says.
That's legendary.
Yeah, so that's kind of where I met him for the first time.
I think Joel got a shitty deal there, I think, because he probably would have signed it for free.
Baby. Man, I was so fired up, though. It was awesome.
Yeah, that's super cool.
Yeah. Anyway, we're not here to talk about
Yeah,
you and Rainbow.
But hey, I saw this Okay, I was kind of creeping on social media, and forgive me if this was an old post or anything, because I didn't check at the date. But I saw there was like some donation that was made from the store. Was that recent? Do you even know what I'm talking about?
Through the Legion?
Yes.
Was it that? Yeah,
Yes.
it was this fall. It was a community thing.
Okay.
The community raised a bunch of money because they typically do for the Legion in a bingo or something that they can do in a public kind of way, but they just took cash donations and donated to Salvation Army and
I forget.
I can't remember a couple of organizations in Saskatoon.
Oh, nice. Right on. So the store that you guys are in, is that yours, Joanne?
Yes.
Right on.
Yeah,
How long
so-
have you had the...
I've had the store for 16 years.
Holy moly.
Yeah, the hub of Harris. It's the best popular place.
It's the mini mall.
Literally, it's got everything. Like, you should have a tour in here. We got peanuts, chocolate bars, pop, booze, apples, you name it. We
a
got
new
it.
salesman. That's
Yeah. And as
Town
in,
and country grocer.
So in typical small town fashion, this one building has a liquor store, full grocery, bakery, and post office that Joanne operates all of it.
my
Yep.
spare-
She is
That's
Harris.
freaking deadly. That is so awesome.
That's Saskatchewan small town. Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
Sorry guys, but where is Harris? I feel like I should know where that is.
Yeah, you should.
It's about 40 minutes southwest of Saskatoon, kind of between Rosetown and Delisle are the two bigger centers we're close to.
or
Okay.
if you go to Calgary.
Yeah, that's always popular. Oh yeah, Calgary. Yeah, oh, that way. Highway 7.
Right?
I've been there.
Yeah, it's a good town. Should mention that Kimberly and I are actually from Tessier,
Yeah,
which is the smaller yet center.
yet better.
It's, maybe debatable from some people, but
How many miles apart are we there?
from Harris and Tessier,
Yeah.
I think on the highway about 5 miles.
Yeah, and then we're 7 miles south of Tessier.
Is that where the name came from?
It is.
Yes. Yeah,
Wow.
Kimberly and I are brother and sister, and nobody had picked that up yet, but we grew up on a farm straight south of Tessier.
Yeah, so that still remains that's kind of where we were brought up on music. That's where our jam space still is. Our parents are big old rock fans. The walls are covered in records, and kind of our favorite artists and bands are up there. And so it's pretty sweet. It's been a big part of our life and still remains to be. And the sun part came from, of course, everyone knows in Saskatchewan, our incredible sunsets. And driving back from band practice back into Harris, you can watch it the whole way, and yeah, pretty sweet,
So-
pretty meaningful to us. Yeah.
So the way you met Joanne was because you were picking up booze and.
Yeah.
No,
And
their
chips.
parents were picking up booze.
Yeah, getting some snacks and some treats.
Yeah, hey, you want to play bass?
Joanne's experience in music is a lot deeper than Kimberly or I. She's been a musician for a long time, and I guess if we're gonna go way back, Kimberly and I kind of started a band in high school. Couple of guys. Kimberly picked up the drums as kind of it's like, hey, you should try this, and
then it was fun, and I just did it.
and she was pretty good at it too. So she played with us. And then after high school, we kind of broke that band up, and Kimberly ended up playing with Joanne's band that she was with at the time. And then Kimberly and I also did the 2-piece thing for a while. And then Joanne was free, so we thought, hey, let's round out the sound here.
Scoop her up.
Scooped up Joanne, and we were super lucky to have her join the group. So when was that? How long have you been playing with us now?
We thought about 5 years.
No.
Coming on that, I think. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it's worked out really well.
So yeah, we
So
did.
oh, sorry.
Yeah, we changed our band name. I guess coming up on a year now.
Yeah.
We were called Better Than Nothing for quite a few years, actually. Me and Kim chose that name when we were in a panic getting ready for the duo competition in Saskatoon in 2013. And then we stuck with that name for quite a while. And then last year we went into the studio with Aspen for the first time, I think about last February.
Yep.
And just thought, let's try putting down some of our own stuff. So we did, and we were really happy with the way it turned out. We recorded Can't Compromise and The Ride. So we kind of thought, you know what, this is cool putting out our own stuff. So we decided to kind of redirect our focus to original music. So we thought it was appropriate to change the band name. So we came up with 7 Mile Sun, and I'm
Here
out of
we are.
breath. So
It's good.
So with under your previous name, you did covers then.
Yeah, mostly covers. Like we threw some of our original stuff in there, which now we've kind of revamped and are going to be releasing, which is pretty cool. We've been playing some of these for quite a while, actually. But yeah, mostly covers. We played lots of bars, slow pitch tournaments, dances, wedding dances. Like, yeah, we had a really good time. But it's been pretty cool to change now to our own music, and it's a whole new feel. And we were just talking about how it's just even so much more exciting, and to get people to hear your music and learn it and then sing it back to you at a show is just pretty sweet. Yeah.
That's also very Saskatchewan. Where did your band play? Slow pitch tournaments.
Yeah. Obviously. Where else?
Give-
Bonspiels?
yep.
Bonspiels.
Chili
Bonspiels,
cook-offs?
curling bonspiels. Yeah. Hockey dances, actually. Fundraisers.
What about Stag and Stagettes? Those are pretty big.
Oh,
where I was
ladies'
from.
night. We played
Oh yeah.
some pretty fun ladies' night outs in Elrose, a neighboring community there.
Yeah.
Yeah, those we couldn't tame those girls down.
Oh, we couldn't. We couldn't. Tell them what happened.
Oh well, yeah, but what was it, an 80s theme night or something? I remember a lot of afros and okay.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, there were some excellent outfits if any of these ladies end up listening to this. And at the end of the night, whenever Kevin and I would finish, I was known to turn on. I've got a good playlist on my phone called Girls Getting Turned. And so that will tell you about what that's about. Start throwing down, some Kesha, some Fergie, just some beats, and the girls are having it.
This is as we're just getting our gear cleaned up. It's like 2 a.m. It's time for us to head home.
So I'm trying to be a DJ, and they're taking it. And finally, Kevin's like, shut her down. So he looks at me and he goes, play something that will get them off this dance floor. So I said, well, I know exactly that will be. So I head over to my laptop and I queue up Hurt by Johnny Cash. And they all just join arms and start swaying together. I hurt myself today. And they loved it. And they just belted it out like it was the last song I'd ever sing. And we just had to unplug the speakers and just haul our gear out because they were not going to finish. They were going to party all night. It was awesome.
Oh my God. Those are the best parties.
Yeah.
Do you remember what time it was when you finally shut her down and got out of there?
2:33. Like we didn't get home, I don't think, till like 4:30 in the morning or something that night. By the time we pack up and then head out, it can get pretty late. Yeah.
Kimberly had quite a. I was the designated driver that night. That's just the two piece we were doing. I don't think you weren't there that
No,
time.
that was you.
So it was just me and Kim that night doing that show. And I was DDing that night. So Kimberly had a number of drinks throughout the night. But like these ladies were so appreciative. They kept bringing beers up to the stage. So there was probably 5 or 6 open but full beers sitting at the front of the stage when we were all packed up. Well, Kim's like, well, we're not just leaving these here. So she's like, road beers.
Load 'em up.
Elrose is about an hour's drive back to home. So Kim puts them all in, puts all the cup holders are full of open full beers in my truck.
He's not impressed at the time.
So we're heading.
I
home.
am.
We're heading home. So we get to Rose Town and we're driving through town. And as we start leaving, there's a vehicle behind us, like a mile back. And I'm super paranoid. I'm like, that's the cops. I was like, Kim, you gotta get rid of these beers. So instead of throwing them out the window, she just starts hauling on them. She's like trying to chug these beers. I was like, no, get rid of them. So she threw a few out the window and then it was not the cops.
They came in past us, not the cops. And I'm sitting there like, I've got a couple full beer I just chucked out the window. And then we went home and went to bed. So.
But you went back and picked up those bottles the next day, though, right? Because you realized that you can't just be throwing that stuff out the window.
Yeah, they were nicely chilled. Yeah. Can't waste a good beer.
Oh man, that's awesome.
But so, speaking of such parties, what's the best what do you like playing? You know, is it like a bonspiel?
Like out of all the different gigs, you mean?
Yeah.
Buds? Oh, Trelapa.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'd say we're very comfortable. We played at Buds on Broadway a lot, and they've been super good to us at that bar. Kind of give us our first opportunity to play in the city, and then kept having us back. And we played to some amazing crowds in Buds, packed wall to wall, and we're really comfortable there, and it's a great place to play. But as far as excitement, and I guess we played the Trelapa Festival for quite a few years, and it's been really great.
We're really lucky to have lots of friends and family follow us all the time. So we're pretty comfortable with our crowd most of the time. We know most of the faces in it. We're really lucky that way.
Yeah. A lot of support.
Okay, this festival, the what Lepa?
Trelapa?
Yep.
Yeah, that's right. The Tramping Lake Park Festival. So they shortened it to Trelapa. It's up by Kerrobert area, if you're familiar with that part of the country at all.
Yeah,
Not
Not at all.
This year, I think.
Yeah, this year was going to be the 5th year, and they actually had the Trews lined up to headline. So it was going to be super great. What an amazing act to get out to small town Saskatchewan.
Yeah. It's literally like in the middle of nowhere. There's no cell service. It's kind of in the bottom of like
a regional park.
It's an old regional park that had been trampled through with cattle and whatnot. And it used to be a campground, and it's right on a lake, Tramping Lake. And these boys, buddies of yours, really,
kind of, yeah.
Friends of it was kind of their dad's land, is that right? And they kind of revamped it, made the campsites all cleaned up and fresh again, set up this massive stage, and now they've been hosting this sports and music festival that's just been growing. So there's slow pitch, beach volleyball, these bands play. It's all weekend long in July each year, and it is just an absolute riot and incredible music and so much fun and no drinking. So
except this year, except this year is August 6th to 8th in 2021.
That's correct. Yeah. Last year's got bumped, and so we're hopeful for this year to go on ahead.
Holy shit, Mark, we're going, right?
Oh yeah.
I'll be there.
Yeah.
I'll be there.
Is that like an 8-hour drive? I don't know where it is.
Where do you guys live?
Bellevue, between Saskatchewan and PA.
Yeah, we're about in
3 hours for you.
Yeah, that's nothing.
Okay. No.
You'd love it. It's a great time, man. They're doing such an amazing job of that thing. It runs smoothly, and they're getting awesome acts out there. It's great.
And they have ball diamonds?
Maybe, Mark, maybe we can help sponsor.
Yeah,
seriously, I'd look into it. We can hook you up with a contact after, because these guys are just awesome that put it on. Just such a blast. Like they dress up like
park rangers.
Yeah, and drive around in these cars with like the roofs sawed off and like just with megaphones yelling shit, and like it's just an absolute blast.
They have a picture of the Rangers on the website. It's,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's them. Yeah.
See now?
You get it.
That's terrible. In an awesome way, though. Sweet. Oh, there's a map too. Okay, cool.
So you guys were recording with Aspen in Skull Creek, right?
That's right. Yep. Yeah, we've been in the studio 2 different times with him now.
Right. Is that, I don't even know, like, is that Aspen's studio or is that like League of Wolves studio or what the heck's going on with that? Do you know? Why, of course you know, but.
I can't say for sure. Aspen certainly runs it almost entirely, I think. It's in Liet Hansen's house right now is where they're for a space they're using. I don't know if Liet has any affiliation with the studio or not. I can't say for sure, but
right.
Aspen's the guy behind it all. He's been a real treat to work with.
Yeah, he's been doing all of our recording and producing for us right now, and we're looking at getting back in there.
Yeah, we've learned so much from him. It's just been an incredible experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good dude. Have you guys ever played at the Capitol? You must have, hey? Or no?
Yeah, we've played there once. Still as Better Than Nothing. Was that June of 2019? June of 2019, we played a show there. Had a great time. Good turnout and lots of fun.
Yeah. Hopefully get back there again when things open up.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty quick. Well, maybe not pretty quick here, but I think by the summer, things are going to be relatively back to normal. I'm sure, got my fingers crossed on that.
Yeah.
Man, you were bang on. It's 3 hours and 4 minutes for us.
We looked it up beforehand.
Yeah.
That's only like 4 or 5 beers. No problem.
That's kind of the thing with like small town Saskatchewan though, right? Like it's not like how many miles is it? It's like how many hours or how many beers is it, right? to get there.
Yeah.
It's definitely a regular.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody knows how many miles away anything is. It's the amount of time it takes to get there, which is really funny.
So I'm from Europe originally, and every street in Europe has a street name. So when I got here, I was like, okay, I got to go see so-and-so. And my wife was like, oh, you got to take a left there. And then by that row of trees, you have to take a right. And then by the street lights, you take a left. And I'm like, okay. So I learned pretty quick, though. I didn't have much of a choice.
But it's efficient, though.
Is
like it works. I think it is. I think it is because it's like if you like that. There's a commercial that's out there too, and it's like if you hit the red barn, you've went too far. You got to turn back and take the next right or whatever, right?
And then they painted the barn.
Yeah, or it's dark out and you're trying to.
Yeah, okay, maybe you're right. I never thought of that.
I've been lost on some good roads.
But I mean, a red barn is easier to see than trying to read a small little street sign. So
that might be blown in with snow.
Yeah, there might be snow covering the street sign too. So I think Google Maps should go to the landmark thing, and then you'd ever coming over there, turn left at the hobo pushing the shopping cart.
You just type
in
red barn.
Yeah. Because we don't have any red barns except that for that one that you have to be at.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good thing we got a lot of red barns around. So how long have you guys been doing this podcast now?
This is 49 weeks. We're doing one a week. We typically will record on the Friday night and then episode goes up on the Monday. I don't think we've missed one.
No.
There's been once for sure, maybe twice we recorded 2 episodes in one night so that we could have like a week off kind of thing. I remember we did that with Teresa Sakurka and Earl Pereira from the Steadies. We did those 2 back to back, but then we spaced that out.
Nice.
I don't know if we did that at another time or not. I don't think so.
I think we did. I think it was League of Wolves and Northern Royals. We did those in one evening too.
Did we?
I don't know.
You guys just came up on a year from League of Wolves, is that right? I think I saw you share.
Pretty close. I did a throwback Thursday on my.
Okay.
Yeah, it was I don't even remember which episode that was, but
yeah,
it really all blends in.
Yeah.
And I'm not even kidding. It's like we can't even remember it's episode 49, right? We got to go on the track list on YouTube to see where we're at.
League of Wolves was October 12th.
At least Mark's on the ball here.
Yeah,
I'm looking on YouTube.
Yeah, we've had some like pretty interesting guests. Like before we started it, I'll admit that I was definitely trapped in like 90s rock music, right? Like Theory of a Dead Man, Nickelback. I like my classic rock too, like Rolling Stones, Zeppelin. I like that stuff. Jimi Hendrix. Like that's the kind, I don't know if any of that compares, but that's the kind of stuff that I'm into, right? Godsmack. And Mark would always bug me about that. Like, dude, you got to listen to some new shit. Like, what the hell, right? And in doing this, like, I'm getting to listen to a bunch of new music that's like not like on the radio per se, or, you know, and met awesome, interesting people. And now, like, I'm freaking rocking out Northern Royals and Exomerta and League of Wolves, and instead of like the Godsmack and Metallica and all that shit, right? So it's been awesome, man. I'm loving it and have no intent on stopping or slowing down at all. Like, just hanging out with you guys. What I love about it is it's not necessarily like plugging the new music, which is like totally cool and what we're here for, to help promote all that stuff. But like, I like the, like, just showing like you guys are just real people. Like, you own a liquor store in Paris. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like, that's what I love about it. Like, and who the hell am I? I'm just in buttfuck Saskatchewan here in my basement. Like, I love it, man. It's so much fun.
I'm the same way. Since we started working with Aspen more, my eyes have been open. I had no idea how much good talent locally.
Yeah.
What's all available. Just
Yeah.
get your eyes and ears
Yeah, it's
open
endless.
to it.
Yeah.
It really is. I was the same. I had my playlist and I didn't go very far from it. And
Yeah.
There's lots out there to listen to.
Oh,
It's
sure.
tough to break out of your shell, and you get comfortable with what you're listening to. And I was the same way there, Joel, pretty stuck on a lot of classic rock, and I still worship a lot of those guys. But there's so much out there now, and it's easy to access too, which I mean, you just type in whatever you want and you can find it. So with all this, it's so available and easy to find. You know, you just click on a playlist and you listen to 10 new artists in a half an hour, and you know, you might like a couple of them. So yeah, once you can break out of your shell, you can sure discover how much amazing music is being created both locally and around the world, I'd say.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
I think also the way we're doing it, we're usually aiming for, I don't know, about an hour, but usually we go over by a lot.
Like, when's
but
the last time, Mark, we had an episode an hour?
I don't think we
It's
ever
been
had.
a while.
Actually, I think Weapons was the only one that was under an hour.
Really?
Anyway, but that's not what I was getting at. So it's more, sometimes you hear interviews with artists on the radio and they have like 2 or 3 minutes to say their say, and it's usually promote the record and that's about it. But what we're doing here, we're actually learning about the artist more, you know, their background, Kimberly drinking beer in a truck, you know, stuff like that. That's, I like hearing that a lot more than, oh, Exomerta has another record out. Great. Now I know Exomerta, and now I'm actually listening for it. Like, oh, yeah, maybe I will listen to it.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
so
cool. Yeah.
That's kind of.
Yeah, once you start seeing the personal side of somebody you're watching or just discovered, it really adds to all of it too. You know, you can start to hear, you listen to their lyrics and say, oh, I can maybe understand why they wrote something like that, or that kind of thing. You know, I'm really into that.
What the fuck is wrong with that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, another thing too, like you touched on, like music is so accessible now. Like you really just need to point and click on like a Spotify playlist or whatever and get it. Which is
Tidal.
cool. It's awesome for the consumer. Yeah, Tidal, not Spotify. But like what kind of sucks, and I've come to learn, is that, you know, I always thought musicians, I guess because I was locked in like those higher end musicians or whatever, are successful ones, thinking that if everyone's a rock star, like they're on stage playing a 2-hour set. Oh, fuck, they got money or whatever, right? I must have been trapped in that thought process. And I've come to learn that that is not the case at all. Like everyone's just as broke as I am. Like I kind of like that too, because it brings it down to like, to the really real world. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't, like what I like about this is helping to promote the artist, is showing, like, it's just giving more accessibility to that person to try and find out who they are. If you like them, like, please go out and support them, because they're struggling just like everybody else is. Do you know, am I making any sense at all, guys? Like, do you see
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
we were
100%.
just talking about this the other day, how when we were doing the other band, kind of playing shows with doing lots of covers, dances, all that kind of thing, it was a nice side income. You know, you made pretty good money going to a show. We haven't even been playing shows because we can't, but yeah, now that we're doing our own thing, it's just more of a money pit at this point. And
Yeah,
and
we've
you don't
made
get
nothing.
and you don't get paid. Like, we don't have a terribly significant amount of spins on Spotify or anything else, but I mean, we've got, between our two songs, I think about 16,000 plays on Spotify,
Yeah.
and we haven't got a dime from any of that, which, see, it's kind of crazy. Like, I don't know how many people would have enjoyed the music out of that 16,000, but yeah, you just don't see any of it.
Right?
Yep.
It's, yeah.
And that's where physical sales come in. So records, for example.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, like, do you guys press vinyl?
We don't press, but we know people.
Okay. Like, Aspen sent me a text the other day and said, "Hey, if you guys are interested in vinyl, you should talk to these Funky Moose guys." So I did
Yeah.
want to learn about what
Definitely.
your,
So yeah, so the idea is, like, we want to well, Mark, the Funky Moose has been around for about 5 years now, I think, and
Yep.
essentially the idea, especially with the podcast, is to promote indie groups and people like yourselves, right? Getting out there and promoting music. And it's not, like I was saying, not everybody's got the money to go out and spend $5,000 on a record to get it out there, right? Or have the distribution to do so. So ideally, the concept, a new venture, if you will, is what we want to get into, is like people like yourselves, like, hey, if you want to, like, hypothetically, for example, if you want to release 500 records, maybe we can, like, kind of go in on it, and we can help distribute it or whatever, and put, like, the Funky Moose logo on, like, somewheres on the record, and help you get it out there. You know what I mean? And something like that is kind of the idea. And I did reach out to Aspen about it, asking him if, like, he knew anybody, like, that this is kind of an idea that we're tossing around, and if he knew anybody. And he said you guys were actually thinking about doing something like that. So yeah, that's this. I'm going to put a pin in that, and we can talk about that after we're done recording. But basically, that's kind of the idea, right? Like, Mark's got the what's the word I'm looking for? You can do the distribution, right, for an artist.
Yeah.
I don't know what the word was that I was looking for.
The distribution.
Yeah, distribution.
nice. Well, that's super cool.
Yeah, but and so getting back to, there are, like, when you sell a record, you know what it costs to press, and you know what it costs to, for each record. Hypothetically, if it costs you $20 to have a record pressed, and you sell it for 30, you make 10. And it's, with streams, it's like, well, you kind of have to wait and see how many plays you get, and then you have to wait for your paycheck. That's maybe $25. So yeah.
Well, and then if you're pressing 500 records, like, you have to buy those 500 records, right? And then you're pushing to try and sell it, and maybe you won't sell all 500. You know what I mean?
No, but I think that's also an advantage of a record. It's, the artwork. It's having something physical in your hand, and when you buy it, it's yours. And with Spotify, you have your playlist, but if you cancel your Spotify, it's all gone. Yeah,
totally. And I think people are appreciating something physical and tangible more all the time these days. I know I am. We've always been into vinyl because our dad's got an amazing record collection, so there's always been lots around. But I just started, like, every Christmas, I just put down a couple of my favorite albums, whether they're new or older ones, and say, hey, I'd like these. And
From Santa.
Yes, for Santa to bring me something nice.
But he didn't this year.
But yeah, then you get something in your hands, and you can hold it and see it.
I forgot.
I was a bad boy.
On a side note, someone actually got a record player delivered to them at the post office today.
Oh, really?
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
It's coming around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
She knows everything about this town.
I
they
know
didn't order
everybody.
from us, so that kind of sucks. Oh, but that's, I mean, yeah, buy it anywhere, whatever. As long as you have a turntable, you can buy the records from us.
It was the yeah.
It was the player itself. Yeah.
Yeah, it's that physical aspect of it is really important, and to see the artwork in real form, on a large scale, printed out on a record cover is really amazing, I think. And plus, vinyl sounds great too, if you ask me.
Agreed.
I saw Chris Cornell play in Saskatoon. I don't remember what year it was. It wasn't too long before he passed away, but he was like on stage all by himself with the record player, and he was playing all his backtracks on vinyl, and it sounded like there was a freaking band on the stage, man. It was ridiculous. I was so impressed with the sound
Really, I didn't know
quality.
he did that. I knew he did a solo show or a tour. I didn't know he was doing that. That's super cool.
Yeah. Oh, that's where I got that poster, actually. I don't know if I was right there, the deer.
Yeah.
I bought that at that concert. And you know what? I don't even remember the venue. I'd have to yell at Janelle, but she's putting Kemper to bed.
I
By
think
the
it was at
microwave.
the auditorium at TCU, wasn't it?
It's something like that. Yeah. For sure. I didn't even want to go that night, and man, I'm so glad I did.
Oh, no doubt.
Why wouldn't you want to go?
Just because I was just stuck with my Godsmack and Metallica, and I wasn't really into it. And I had Soundgarden growing up, the one with Black Hole Sun, right? I had that album. And then I knew he was the singer for Soundgarden and Audio. I don't know. I just was being a douche. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all it was.
Maybe you had a man cold too.
Yeah, probably, because I think it was in the winter.
Was no winter. Hey, you always come down with one or two of those every winter.
Yeah, for sure. No, but that was awesome. And yeah, like the music, like that's kind of where I started to like figure out that vinyl does sound good. Because when I was a kid listening to records, it was all that cracky poppy shit, right? Like it sounded like shit because it was a cheap record player. It was probably like 30 years old when I was a kid, and all the records were scratched already. And I'd put like a nickel on the head so that the needle would press in deeper, and then when it starts skipping again, I'd add a dime or a penny, and I had a stack of coins on the fridge. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Oh, that just hurts listening to you right now. Oh.
That's what I did, man. I was a kid. Like, I didn't know. I remember mom just saying, "I'll put a nickel on it or a quarter." So that's what we did. Yeah. I don't have any of those records anymore.
Whoever's listening now and has that idea as well, please don't.
I didn't know that trick.
Yeah, no.
You did. Hey, Joanne?
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, that's a recipe for just digging a bigger hole into your record.
That's exactly what it did.
Yeah.
Mark showed me a sweet trick there a couple months ago with a $20 bill. Did you guys see that video on YouTube?
No.
If you take a $20 bill and you put it in the groove, you'll have to check out the video, but you put it in the groove of a record, and the $20 bill will play the record. It's freaking sweet, man. I know, it doesn't make any sense. It literally, like, it blew my mind there too. Check it out. It's awesome.
I'm gonna have to watch.
Yeah, we're gonna have to watch the video.
For sure.
It's
You'll
pretty
think it's
simple.
fake.
You grab a $20 bill, and then the corner acts as the needle, and you drop that in the grooves, and vibrations come through the $20 bill.
$20 bill, and
I
you hear
see.
the song.
It sounds like shit, but it's
So-
you can hear the music.
So it's on the turntable, and you're just not putting it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
bet.
Gotcha. Yeah, I've always thought it was cool how if you have the speakers off and you have the needle dropped, you can hear the sound
That's
coming
right.
off the needle. I've always been pretty amazed by that. So yeah, that makes
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Yeah, but through a $20 or through a dollar bill, whatever, right? A
Yeah,
piece of
perfect.
paper, I'm sure would work.
I don't
Would a
have
piece
any
of paper
American money, so I'll have to use a $20 bill. I guess.
And if you want to make it sound even better, or somewhat better, you can just a regular letter size paper, you fold that or twist that into a cone shape, and then you grab a regular pin, like you pin stuff with, and you push that in the tip of the cone, and you drop that in and then you have a gramophone type
Oh, nice.
sound.
That sounds like a pretty good way to fuck your record up too.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt, right? Yeah, just
Yeah.
jam some needles in there.
Yeah. Well, this is fun. Dad, can I try? Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
So you guys were in the studio there recording. Did you do like can I ask, like, did you do like a whole EP, or what was the project in the studio there?
We laid down the first two singles, Can't Compromise and The Ride. I think we started in last February, and then those turned out great. Those were kind of a feeler project for us. We thought, let's go try a couple of songs and see what we think of how it turns out. And it turned out great. We enjoyed working with Aspen. We were surprised at how much production value we got out of Aspen versus just laying down what we had. He helped arrange the songs for us and all that sort of stuff. So we booked some more time for the summer. We went back in. We put down 4 more songs in the summer to make an EP, I guess, a 6-song EP.
Right.
And we'd been then planning to release it for a while, and things kind of took a little longer than we thought. And I think that turned out to be a good thing, because we've kind of changed our plan now, and we're going to release a couple of the songs as singles. It seems like singles are kind of what people are doing right now. And so we're going to release a couple more as singles. We're in the process of working on that right now. And we'll be putting out some new stuff relatively soon. We're pretty excited about it.
I think the intention too is to release the full EP initially when we recorded last summer, and have a huge party and promote it, but
play all the songs live for everybody and stuff.
Yeah, and then we just kept putting it off a little bit, like, well, restrictions will lighten up. Well, they got tighter, and so then now here we are, and it's actually probably in turn been a bit of a blessing just to wait with our music, and it's really come a long way, and Aston's put a ton of work into it and with us, and we're really excited to release these next couple.
Yeah, for sure. We just had a big meeting a couple nights ago with Aspen and worked on a bit of a release plan for these next 2 singles. We're really excited about them. We think they have a lot of potential. So yeah, we can't wait to put them out for everybody.
Stay tuned.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure, man.
I'm excited.
So when's the last time you guys got to play together?
Like a live show?
Nope, just even like jamming out or whatever, just getting to play.
Well,
well,
depends who's watching. No, we've been having rehearsals semi-regularly. We had a couple of shows planned in our hometown here at the bar in Harris, and we were just going to have, I think, 40 people a night, and all the rules are going to be followed. And they were planned, I think it was like November 20th ish, two nights. And then the week before is when things just went from like 0 to 100 here. We were at like 30, 40 cases a day, and then boom, 200, 250. And there was a couple of local cases as well. So we decided to cancel those shows, which was disappointing, but I think it was the right move. But we had been rehearsing quite a bit for them. And out of that came even more new music that we're now working on. Yeah. So yeah, I guess to answer your question, we have played together semi-regularly in our jam space for a little while now. But out of that has come some new music again that we haven't hit the studio with. So that's been really great.
Sweet.
And is that going to be on an album after the EP, maybe?
Hard to say at this point, really. Yeah. I couldn't really tell you for sure. We don't even know.
We just kind of chatted. Soon enough, we'll probably in the next couple months, we'll be back in with Aspen and just start laying them down and see kind of what comes out of it, and the creative juices, see what flows out of Kevin for some songwriting here. He's been our main guy.
Just turn around. There's some inspiration in there somewhere.
Yeah. I see
One of those.
For sure.
All 3 of you sing, right? Or like, is typically like moving forward, is it mainly going to be you doing the singing, Kevin, or do you guys, what's the plan there? Like, because I know you can all sing, right? I was watching your videos today and everything. So I'm just curious, like, what is the Man, I'm so bad with my words tonight. Like the not structure.
Plan. The
Well,
plan.
yeah, for lack of a better word. Like, what's the plan moving forward? Is it like, Kevin, you're the front man, the lead singer, or are you guys like thinking of like alternating it, and each kind of maybe one song will be Kim singing this one, and then you know what I mean?
I think Kim's been doing some writing, but she doesn't want to talk about it because she's chick and shit. I foresee Kim will do some singing.
I think right now Kevin's been doing like all of our lyric writing and then writing guitar for it, and then we've been adding in our pieces and then kind of working together on it as a whole. I'd love to moving forward be able to write a song and sing it that's playable, that works for all of us. So I guess stay tuned for that as well. We'll see what comes out of it, but I'd love to.
We're all pretty open about just experimenting, trying different things with the songs that Kevin's written, and I don't think anybody is.
Yeah, I think we've opened up some new like creative areas, and Aspen's really opened some doors for us too, and just challenged us to try different things and do different things a little bit differently than we were doing, just to see how it sounds and play with things. So I think there's gonna be a lot of good come out of that, and I'm pretty excited to see what happens. So hopefully here one day you'll hear me singing an original 7 Mile Sun song.
Oh, that'll be sweet.
And Joanne. we'll push her until she breaks.
Yeah, it's awesome to have mediocre vocal ability out of all three of us, I guess is what I will say. I don't think none of us are fantastic singers, but we're all working on
We're all
it,
just
and
trying to not sound like dead cats.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, sometimes we do.
Sometimes we do. It's okay.
But
And
yeah,
we've been working more on harmonies. That's not something that's coming easily to us, but we're working on it.
Yeah.
it's we didn't realize how much adding harmonies to all different parts of the songs can add to the way the song sounds. And so yeah, that's something we're really focusing on right now as a group. A lot of our rehearsals are pretty focused on vocal harmonies.
Sweet.
Cool.
You were saying like about Aspen producing and stuff like that. Do you think like going on in the future that might be something that you might be doing on your own, like producing your own stuff after?
That's a tough question. I know like for our next stuff that we're going to be recording, we're interested to hear what Aspen has to say about it, just the way we have it now, because we appreciate his input so much.
Right.
But honestly,
right.
we're so new to this recording original music and releasing it that we're using him. We're getting more than our money's worth out of Aspen, is what I'll say. He's such a mentor for us in that that aspect and stuff. So yeah, that's a tough question for us at this point.
Yeah,
right. But it's so fun though, right? Like you're like, think of what you guys are doing, man. Like you're out there and you're creating your own content and you're recording it and you're releasing it, and it's like you're living the dream, man. It's so awesome.
It is exciting.
I
remember, well, some of the most exciting stuff was like releasing the first single and just getting all the feedback from it. And then the first time we heard our song was played on the radio on Rock 102, it was a feeling that you'll never forget. It was like,
I cried.
You know,
There's a few tears.
You're listening to you're listening to regular rock music. You got whatever AC/DC's on, the Black Keys are playing, and then next up your song starts and you're just, I don't know.
Surreal.
Yeah, it was a surreal
I took
feeling.
a screenshot of that on their app, on the Rock 102 app, and it was like Guns N' Roses and then 7 Mile Sun.
Yeah, they opened for us.
Yeah, that's freaking deadly, man.
Yeah, we're hoping for more of that. Like I really love the radio side of things too. And you mentioned Weapons earlier. We've been getting to know the guys from Weapons a little bit more lately because they're doing so good, and their songs are doing really well on radio. And I think that's cool. And I think that helps every aspect of it, because people don't have to seek you out. You know, it just comes on the radio and they hear it and think, oh, that's cool. And then maybe they'll look you up. So that's an avenue that we're working on right now for sure. We're going to really work on getting our song on more radio stations, hopefully across the country, I guess is one of our goals right now.
Sweet.
I think people are underestimating radio in general, because
yeah, I agree with you, Mark.
I mean, if I look at myself, if I'm in the car, often I listen to my Spotify or Tidal playlist, but not always. I want to hear something else that's not on my playlist. So I just turn on the radio for, I don't know, a day or two or whatever, and then see what's new kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, and I think a lot of people do that. So I don't think, you know, going for radio is a bad thing.
No, I totally agree with you there, and that's certainly an avenue that we're working on pursuing right now.
Yeah.
It's easy. It comes with, it's like it comes with your car. You can hop in any car, boom, hit the radio. You got music right now. You don't got to search anything up, which there's a lot of beauty to that too, but it's very
Chooses
simple.
it for you.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
right.
We're
Yeah.
lazy human beings, aren't we?
Yeah.
I don't want to think about what I want to play. Just play me a song.
What radio station do you have on the radio in your vehicle?
You start.
Wrong answers only.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah,
My
the
first-
truth. We want the truth here. Come on.
All right, okay. My first pick is 102. I used to actually listen to 92.9 The Bull. I'm also a fairly big country fan. And ever since we got started playing on Rock 102, I mainly have that one on because it's also cool to hear hear the Weapons come on there too. Now that we're getting to know them more, it's so awesome to hear them and support them and send them a clip of it and show them that we love it too. And my top two are 102 and 92.9.
You go.
Most of my radio listening comes in the store here. We play something different every day, but it's radio, so it's Rock 102. It's usually local, sometimes something different if we get sick of what we're listening to on a daily basis, but something different every day, but it's radio all day, some days.
Right? I appreciate the honesty because I get it. I totally get that.
Repeated songs 4 times a day.
Oh,
Same stuff that they were playing 20 years ago at the same time, right?
Exact
So-
same time of day, exact same
Yeah.
place.
Yeah.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
So the radio station here in PA, it used to be XFM, and they played rock in general. Old classic rock to new stuff.
That
So
was a
you would-
great radio station.
But now in what was it, November or something, they changed to beach radio. I'm like,
Yeah.
that doesn't sound right, first of all. And now they only play 80s and 90s.
Oh.
I'm like, so I wouldn't be able to hear 7 Mile Sun or Weapons on that radio station anymore.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that kind of sucks. I mean, I like classic rock, but those are the times that I play my Tidal playlist, because if I hear Mellencamp one more time,
Yeah.
Blow my melon right off.
So good.
oh my god,
Oh.
it was more about Jack and Diane.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to love that radio station. We travel up north a few times a year. We used to, for sure, all the time. And I couldn't wait till I got into that. Was it 101.5? Was that the?
Yeah.
I
it
couldn't
still
wait
is.
till I got into range of that station so I could put it on. It was like a great station. They played
Yeah.
so much stuff that was just like maybe not just your classic, same song from the same band all the time. They'd mix it up a little bit. I thought it was a great station. So I called up there in December, I think, because I wanted to talk to I thought it was still the same station, and then they informed me that it had changed hands or whatever, and they weren't doing that anymore. I was really disappointed.
Yep.
Because we
Well,
have some great supporters from the Prince Albert area too. So
Yeah,
thought
they
I'd
still
call them.
have pretty much the only thing that stayed is Lou Harrison, which is a great DJ, I think. But yeah, he's restricted to what he's playing now. So there's more. It's more classic rock and 80s and 90s pop stuff, which I don't mind. But like I said, I'd like a little bit more variation.
Isn't it run out of like North Battleford or Lloydminster or something like that? Like it's not even out of Prince Albert anymore, is it?
Well, when it was XFM, they had the morning show was out of PA, and then the rest was out of North Battleford, I think.
That Pattison group.
Yeah, they're still
Yeah.
affiliated with the Battleford station because they told me to call the Battleford station basically.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now actually they I believe so the morning show is Lou Harrison. They do that out of PA. Then they have an hour of Charlie Morgan. I don't know where she is. That might be a North Battleford area thing. But then the afternoon is with Garth Callan, and he's in PA. So I think they kind of turned it back to more
For
PA.
what it was.
Yeah.
Right. Well, that's good.
But I guess 7 Mile Sun is not going to be on that radio station.
That's too bad.
Yeah, they will. Yes, you will.
No, they won't, because they're well, unless 7 Mile Sun had a song in the 90s.
Some of them were born in the 90s.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Yeah, you bet. That's what we're gonna call this episode. Stay tuned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys have you ever seen that movie, Stay Tuned? Do you remember that with the guy from Three's Company? What's that guy's name? Anyways, he's in it, and I think, was it Reese Witherspoon? Oh man, I don't even remember who the hell's in it. Anyways, they would jump into TV shows, old TV programming. Like the kids got trapped in the TV, and every time the parents would change the channel, they were in a different TV show. Do you remember? No? Am I?
No, but sounds like I need to watch it.
It sounds good. Yeah.
Yeah, that movie was called Stay Tuned.
So Joel just got 4 blank stares.
That's okay. I want to buy that movie now.
Yeah, now we know.
Man.
It might be on Netflix.
No, it isn't. I gotta look that up though, and I can't remember that guy's name. Yeah, that was a little off track, so I apologize about that.
That's okay. Do you mind if I take a break and run to the washroom?
Nope, do what you gotta do, man.
The guy's got a small bladder.
He doesn't drink.
What? He's back there somewhere.
Oh, now we have a better view of the booze.
Yeah, we've got
Why-
options here.
why
What's
is
the
the-
top seller?
Hang on. Why is the Captain Morgan at the bottom?
Yeah, Joanne.
Easier to replace. It's the biggest seller. I don't want to bend over and have to be.
We got some Appleton. What else we got? Oh, some Lucky Bastard.
Lots of lucky
Big fans of Lucky Bastard.
I saw Joanne's sweater there. Lucky Bastard Distillers. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Ah.
Would recommend. That butter ripple up there is.
This episode is sponsored by.
Yeah. Town and Country Grocery. Come on out. You won't regret it. That's the slogan. Malibu. That takes me
Oh.
to a bad place.
Oh yeah. No, I
Many bad memories.
That tastes like vomit.
Right?
Oh,
do not want to remember that.
What
What's
has
that? Is that
Jose
green
done for
one?
you? Then?
Jose's done bad things.
Is that lemon gin right there? That green one with the that
Yeah.
right there?
Right at eye level, it must be a good seller.
Oh, I recognize that one anywhere.
Yeah.
Do not recommend.
Bad,
Call
bad,
that
bad.
panty remover back in the day. Some lemon
Well,
gin.
Ooh, that's what does it.
For all you kids out there.
Give it a try.
It's educational programming.
Yeah.
Right on. Yeah, I was watching I'll be honest too, I watched you sing Bobby McGee today.
Oh,
And
Pretty
yeah,
sweet.
I think you did a really good job on that. Like, that was
thanks a lot.
freaking awesome. Such a good song.
Thanks. Yeah, it really is. We kind of, I don't know, one day I just was like, hey, Kev, do you know how to play Bobby McGee on the guitar? He figured it out in 3 seconds. He's incredible for doing that. I can talk nicely about him because he's in the bathroom, so he won't hear it. Oh, shit, he's coming back. He's getting yeah, and then we ended up just kind of, I don't know, did you watch the one of us playing it in the retro-ish looking basement there? That'd be Kevin.
That's the
Yeah.
one I watched.
That's the very first time I ever sung it, and first time Kevin played it on guitar. Bobby McGee, they're talking to watch today.
Oh,
That video, and yeah, so it was actually pretty cool. And then it got videotaped, so we popped her on, and yeah, now we played it at a couple little shows just as an acoustic little fill-in, and it's been pretty fun.
Can you
Awesome.
drum? Can you drum and sing at the same time?
I try to. Yeah,
Yes, she can.
we do.
She complains about it, but she can't.
It gets a little bit tough sometimes. Actually, do you guys know the band Crown Lands?
I do not.
They're
The name.
Edmonton.
name.
I don't know where Crown Lands is out of. I've seen them a couple times though.
Yeah.
What?
Anyways, their lead singer actually is the drummer, and so I just idolize him. And whenever I've seen him play actually twice now, and they're an incredible band. They're a 2-piece. I'd look them up. Crown Lands are really good. And
Oh yeah, I do know them. Well, I
they've been
see the
playing.
hair. I see
know
the
of them?
hair, so I know them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we seen them open for Jack White.
Yeah.
In Regina,
And Rival Sons.
and then Rival Sons in Saskatoon.
Yeah.
So a couple of pretty big names they were working with there.
Yeah.
For sure.
Wow.
And they're from Edmonton.
No, I don't know. I think I made that up.
Ah.
Don't quote me. We gotta get, Mark,
You're starting to
on
sound
it.
like me. You might have
Google
to come on
that.
the show a little more often.
yeah.
Just making
ooh,
shit up, taking
Yeah.
stuff out of the air.
Yeah.
Oh, they don't have a Wikipedia.
Oh.
John Ritter.
Well,
That's
if you
his
open
name.
for, you said that. You should have said it. In
Oh,
your...
you did? I didn't hear you say John Ritter. Sorry.
Quiet.
Yeah, she's just quiet. She's being shy.
She's a bass player. That's what
You
they
need some
do,
lemon
right?
gin.
Yeah.
Crack that bottle open.
Yeah, panties off and okay. You missed that conversation.
Kevin walks in. He was like, "What? Panties off?"
Okay, he says.
Panties are
No,
We don't need to revisit
the
it.
hell. Yicky.
What the hell was the Eugene
Okay, so-
Levy?
So, if you like singing drummers, you might also check out Exomerta, because their drummer sings too.
You guys know who they are?
I think I've heard them on. Would they have been on Alt Nation?
Maybe.
Maybe. They're
Maybe you
from
watched-
Winnipeg.
Maybe you watched our show and you saw them.
Maybe.
Cool.
Yeah, I've heard that name before. Maybe
Okay.
I watched. Maybe I saw it on your guys' YouTube channel.
What does that
Could,
name
yeah,
mean?
could be. What's his name? Dane? Is that his name? The guitar player? Shit. Mark.
Dale.
Dale. Dane.
Really close.
Yeah, it started with a D, right?
Bill.
Anyways, he's been
John.
he was doing like some Instagram lives, and they were like making a new song, and he would like put the live on and get like audience feedback on like tweaking the song and stuff, and they were like in the middle of creating a song that way. I thought it was pretty cool, so I tuned in a couple times to that. I thought that was like an interesting concept on how to create a song. Obviously they wrote the lyrics and stuff, but it was more to get the body of the song, right? It was
Yeah.
a really good idea.
That's a very cool idea.
Crownlands is from Oshawa.
Oshawa, Ontario.
Okay, really close. Yeah.
Yeah. It's only a couple of provinces over. Yeah.
Yeah, right over
They're
there.
Canadians. They're
Oh,
Canadian
yeah.
boys.
Yeah. It's all the same.
Same. No problem.
Yeah, they're good. If you're opening for Jack White, you're good.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
Kevin's idol.
Yeah.
Actually, that's a story.
Oh,
too.
Jack
Kevin-
White?
Yeah. We
One of
Okay.
them for sure.
we went to Regina to see him there, and Kevin and I got floor tickets, and we ended up getting very close to the front. And I just remember Kevin's eyes just looking up at him. I've never seen him look that way in my entire life. So the other cool thing about that show is they made everyone lock their phone in a bag when you came in, and you had the key at the door. So then when
Yeah.
you went to leave, then they'd unlock you, and it was the best thing ever. Everyone was actually just paying attention and enjoying the music, and good for me because I'm bad too to take a video, and it's just me screaming, and I'll never watch it again.
Yeah, I've seen that Jack White does that to all of his shows. He doesn't want any cell phones or cameras or whatever, and he's pretty strict
Well,
about
I totally get it and
Yeah.
and respect that.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah,
Because like
those-
you say,
yeah.
I'm that same person too, right? Like instead of looking at the stage, I'm freaking standing there staring at it through my phone.
Yeah, it was an amazing way to make sure everybody was seeing the same thing at once and everyone was taking in the experience as a whole. So yeah, it was a great show just a great show altogether, but that made a big difference. I
It
think
did.
that's a super cool idea.
Yeah.
I think we've all done that. You want to memorialize it.
Yeah.
You want it. Oh, I'm going to save it
Yeah.
on my phone. Like Kim said,
Yeah.
that you never look at again, or you might scroll by once in a while.
Yeah. And you know what? My memory of it now is even better than it would have been staring through a screen because I actually watched it and absorbed what was happening. So I can actually replay it in my head now. So that
Right.
it's better all around. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you
I-
want a souvenir, buy a poster or a shirt or something,
Yeah.
right? Like
Yes.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I've done it too to take a quick video of whatever I'm seeing, but you also see the guys that are there. They have their phone up all the time, the whole concert.
Yep.
And it's like, dude, just put your phone down. I can't see.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, absolutely. Now, what are you going to
Yeah.
do with that hour and
Right?
a half of footage? You're not going to
Yeah.
watch it.
Of
Yeah.
Well, so-
shitty footage, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's
You're
Yeah.
in the nosebleeds.
Well, some people put it on YouTube.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna. I watch a lot of stuff on YouTube, right? Because I don't pay for Spotify. But
Boo.
like, I'm not gonna watch somebody in the nosebleeds at
Pay
like,
the artist, man. Pay the
an
artist.
Aerosmith concert.
Yeah, I get really mad because I like watching YouTube live stuff too. A lot of my favorite bands, and then if I discover a new band, I try and go watch a live performance of theirs. And there's a lot of really great ones that were, like a professionally done live concert, which are so great to watch. But then you click on one and it looks legit, and it's somebody sitting there with their phone. Oh my! I get so frustrated. I wasted my time with that.
Yeah. I wonder if you could flag that and say this is illegal.
You should be.
Hey,
able
well, so hey, actually, that's
Report the video.
a very good point, because like, if we can't play music, we've gotten like a slap on
again?
the wrist a couple times.
This
Well, because
again?
it pisses me off, man. We've gotten a slap on the wrist a couple times for playing some of the guests' music that we've obviously had permission to do so, right? But what's weird is like, how can I take a video of like Monster Truck on stage and post that whole video? Or no, we got a slap on the wrist for that too, didn't we? Now that I think of it.
Yeah.
Never mind. Gotcha.
Well,
Cut that whole section out.
So no, it's not a slap on the wrist. It's just you can't monetize that video, so you can't put ads
Right.
on it.
You can't put an ad on it. But
So you can
yeah.
have the video online, but you can't make money off it,
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
which defeats the purpose because nobody's going to watch an hour and a half of a concert from a cell phone.
Yeah, exactly. Especially if I got to watch an ad beforehand.
Right? Yeah. In the middle of the song, in the middle of Bobby McGee, you get like a freaking Manscaped ad or something.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, what is with these Manscaped ads? How many different ball trimmers are out there now?
Oh, dude, man, 3.0 came out not that long ago.
Is that for shaving
It's the
three
best.
balls? I don't know. Why are there
It's,
three?
it's for,
Tripods.
Shouldn't
for
there just be
below
two?
the belt.
Tripods.
Triples. Oh, I'm going home.
No, Manscaped hit us up. Free ad here for sure, man. They're good, Kevin. Like, get one for sure.
You'd love it.
I'll look them up.
Maybe you can ask Santa next year.
Moving on though.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned for.
We will not have
Yeah.
access to
Kevin
the
Goff.
YouTube channel for the next 3 months.
No,
So-
I'm not-
December 29th, we're going to have you on the show again, and we're going to ask what you got from Santa.
Did he get some fresh vinyl or did he get a ball trimmer 3.0?
Or both.
Or both. I mean, they could go hand in
I'd
hand.
have to be a good
suppose.
boy to get both.
So good this year.
Well, I mean, maybe Santa needs to catch up from this year.
Yeah,
that
maybe
Santa
get
forgot.
two vinyl.
Maybe. Actually, this
How
year
was-
Santa was really good to me. I got a mandolin this year
Oh,
from Santa, which is super fun.
Did
Oh,
you know,
is-
like, where
is
did
that better
you
than
learn-
vinyl, though?
It depends how much vinyl I'm receiving.
yeah,
at once.
yeah, yeah.
Greedy.
A case of vinyl.
Be close for sure. Still
Yeah.
probably lean towards a mandolin.
Okay, fair enough.
Do you
Were
know how
saying
to play
something,
it?
Joel?
Yeah, I was gonna like, where the heck did you learn how to play that? Is it pretty similar to a guitar? Or, I
It's a
know it's
guitar.
different, obviously, but
It's quite a bit different than a guitar, actually. Like I'd never really played one before, and I'd always thought they were a cool instrument. So my mom and dad got me one for Christmas this year, and I'm not good at it yet by any means, but I've been noodling around with it a little bit, and just a super cool instrument. It's tuned a lot differently than a guitar. It's like you take the top 4 strings of a 6-string guitar, and the mandolin is tuned the opposite way. So a 6-string goes E, A, D, G, and the mandolin goes G, D, A, E. Yeah, from top to bottom. So it takes a little bit to wrap your head around, but sounds
Upside down.
yeah, it's up.
Jimi Hendrix.
Just yeah, exactly. Jimi Hendrix.
that's what I was thinking too. Just flip it over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
But
Yep.
he can play the mandolin.
Yep.
With his right hand.
Yeah.
And ukuleles are tuned different too, right?
Yes, they are, but I don't know. I was actually been assuming they're tuned like a mandolin, but I don't know for sure. I've got a little ukulele that was my grandma's, and I I've just got the strings tuned like the top 4 strings of a guitar, and I play it like that. So
No,
yeah.
You play blues riffs on the ukulele.
Yeah, that's right.
no, but I think the ukulele is the top one is the E, and then the bottom strings are like a mandolin upwards.
Oh, is that right?
I think so.
Okay.
But I never tuned one. My wife did, but
I tried to look that up on YouTube the other day, but it was just a bunch of manscaping ads, so I just
yeah.
Yeah, watch now that we mentioned it too. That algorithm's gonna like your phone picked it up, so now that's
Yeah.
all balls.
yeah.
Balls all the time.
On a side note, I see. So in Joanne's chocolate display here, there's a whole box of Glossette raisins. You can't tell me people are still buying Glossette raisins.
One child loves them.
A child. Not
So
even
you
70
buy-
pounds.
So you buy in bulk for that kid?
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
at
she
least
eats a
8
lot of
boxes.
chocolate.
Wow, perfect.
That
Well,
is
shout
the
out-
most adorable thing I've ever heard. That you
Shout
got.
out kid.
Yeah, shout out to that kid who loves Glossette raisins in Harris, Saskatchewan, at the liquor store.
Okay, it's Town and Country Grocery. We're just in the liquor department.
It's the one person keeping Glossette alive. It's just like I think
want some.
You want a box here? I'll get a box.
I'll get a box.
I
It's
want
just
some
like
too.
Here's an ad for Glossette raisins.
I gotta say something. It's not focused on
I'm
you.
okay. I'm okay.
On Glossettes.
Is it totally unrelated to Glossettes?
Oh, you gotta do that again because the camera was on Mark, I think, when you flashed the boxes there.
Oh, it's far too late for that. She's gone.
Oh no.
Oh,
He also ran away. I don't know.
she has to go to the bathroom. Now we can see that side of the shelf.
Yeah. Yeah, we have that's the wine area now.
Oh,
Yeah.
They're keeping me away from that.
Yeah, this is a nice this is a
Chardonnay.
nice
That's just a red blend.
just a red blend here. I believe it's a
So good and so cheap.
2019. It was a great year for the red blend.
So good and so cheap. So it doesn't matter what year.
No, it really doesn't.
Yeah, that one's retailing for $9.99.
Oh, that is cheap.
That is cheap.
Where do you keep
That is
your box wines?
It's behind Kevin there.
Oh, is that a bodacious or whatever?
Yeah.
Are
Is
you a
it?
box wine guy, Mark?
No, I guessed. No, I don't drink wine at all.
Oh, that's silly.
Yeah, this one says fresh up to 6 weeks, so you know it's good.
Who has one?
No, I was asking about the Captain Morgan at the bottom because that's what I drink.
It's good stuff. Absolutely. Yeah.
I still don't understand why it's at the bottom, but okay.
Well, because
I'll get
it's
over
easy to unpack there.
I know,
I
but it's not
unpacked a
eye
lot of it.
it's not eye level. You can sell more if it's eye level.
I could not sell any more of that if I tried. It's the biggest seller. I could put it anywhere. I could put it in the back.
Yeah.
Hey, you got some of that Captain Morgan? Hey, got some in the back? Yeah.
You guys could do a show there.
Yeah, we could
Like
do
how-
a Tiny Desk concert. Have you guys ever seen the Tiny Desk concerts on
I
YouTube?
love Tiny Desk.
Oh man, they're good, hey?
Yeah.
You
Yeah. Have you
Because
seen the
Mark
Tiny
showed me
Desk?
a couple.
Have you seen the Tiny Desk at home? I don't like those at all.
I haven't seen them. Do they they probably have to do that now because of COVID, hey?
Yeah. So they do them at home, but they're full-blown studios with backlighting and flashy lights and whatever. It's like
Oh,
I don't see a desk. Well, they have a desk, but it's a studio. It's not. No, they need to go
That's-
back into that office and do it there.
yes, I have been obsessed with the small desk or the Tiny Desk concert series there. They get good acts in there, man. Are you
Yeah.
I really like the Tedeschi Trucks band one. Have you seen that?
No.
It's really good. I'm a blues guy for sure, and that one blew my socks off.
I the one that I enjoyed recently was Alicia Keys.
Oh yeah, yep. I watched some of that
She's
too.
good.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
I think
It
the
was
only one
bad.
I would have watched wasn't Emma Jean from Rhinestone telling us about that, Mark?
Yeah.
Do you remember who she told us to go check out on there?
No.
It was definitely an interesting character. I'll send you the link later because I don't remember
Oh,
who the artist was.
You're so politically correct.
What do you mean?
It was
When I said
interesting.
interesting character?
Yeah. That means you didn't like it.
I didn't like it at all.
Okay.
At least he's honest, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't my cup of tea. But the fact that I still listened to it, like I was interested. That's why I said she was an interesting character, but I wouldn't go back to it. But yeah, shout out to Emma Jean from Rhinestone, Prince Albert.
I'm actually on the YouTube channel now to see which ones.
To see who the heck that was.
You guys get a lot of good talent out of the Prince Albert area.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you're drinking beer now? Rickard's Red. Okay. Sorry.
I was drinking beer before. It was actually Rickard's Red out of the. I just poured it in that glass because I was thinking I was a bit of a fancy guy there for a bit.
You're from Harris, Saskatchewan. Come on.
Test here.
Oh, sorry.
Goose, we're gonna get technical.
Yeah, actually.
Goose Lake
Members of
Cowboys
the
right
Goose Lake
here.
Cowboys, yeah. Okay. So, look it up.
Sorry, but you were saying? Oh, talent. Yeah.
Talent out of PA.
Yeah, like aren't the some of the guys from Bombargo from the PA area?
I don't even know.
Oh, they're Saskatoon boys, I think.
Are they? I thought the Thowens were from up there, but I could be wrong for sure.
There's the one guy from that bluegrass band. Shit, what's their name now?
Dead South?
Dead South. Yeah, one of them is from PA.
Oh, nice. Yeah, those guys are killing it for
North.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should have called it the Dead North.
Yeah. Their mistake.
You know what's fascinating about Saskatchewan to me is you think of PA as the North, but then you get then you get up to like Wyaquan or wherever. We've been to Wyaquan Lake a lot of times, and somewhere up there is the halfway point marker. That's mind blowing.
Yeah. And then there's the
Completely
north.
different. And then you get north. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. It's a beautiful part of the province. I absolutely love northern Saskatchewan.
You know what? I've never been farther north than probably something like Emma or Candle Lake.
What?
Yeah.
What about Waskasiu?
Those are nice destinations.
Oh, Waskasiu. Yeah, I've been to Waskasiu. Yeah. That's probably most north then. You know how far east I've been in Canada at all? Melfort.
Far.
Actually, I've never been further east than that.
Really? Should we go for a car ride? I don't know if I have either.
No, I've been to like the airport in Toronto, but I've never.
That doesn't count.
No.
I've been there too.
No, it does not count for sure.
No. I've been to Vancouver. You know, road trip to Vancouver and back, but east, nope. Melfort.
No.
Prince Edward Island.
How was that?
It
Wow.
was very far east.
I bet.
Hey, you drove
Far as
there?
you can go. No, I flew there.
Ah,
Yeah.
The Maritimes are on my travel bucket list.
Yes, mine too. Mine too.
Yeah, it's supposed to be really nice.
And Montreal, because they have a Formula One circuit. So I will be there.
I want to go to Montreal too. I want to check that out because I think there's a lot of pretty girls there. So I've heard.
Hey, that's a legitimate reason. It's as legitimate as the Formula One thing, I'd say.
Well,
Shout out to Montreal.
I mean,
Are you guys
my wife-
sponsored by Pepsi?
my what?
We're
Well,
trying to be
we shout them out
every episode.
We shout them out every episode. But yeah.
Seeing you guys sipping that, and I wondered the same thing. Yeah, we got a Pepsi cooler and Pepsi bottles. Do you want us to line some Pepsi up or just sit with it on our lap? We love Pepsi.
Yeah, they haven't responded to any of my tweets or anything yet. So I don't know. I gotta try harder.
Joel has a game plan. So every episode where we show our Pepsi can, he's gonna cut that together in one fast, what do you call
Yeah.
it, supercuts kind of thing, and then he's gonna send that to Pepsi and see if we can get some
we're
money for it.
at episode 52 will be 1 year's worth of 1 year's worth of drinking Pepsi, and I'll just mash it all together, and I'll be like, come on, you guys, give us some love
Actually-
over here.
Actually, there were 1 or 2 episodes where I was drinking beer. So
What?
yeah, the one with Joel Rose,
That's gonna
he
hurt.
was
the
drinking
Pepsi.
beer. So yeah, I know.
Cut that
I
out.
shouldn't have said that. Should have
Yeah.
cheated.
I'll cut that out of the mashup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I hope they sponsor you pretty well to help pay for the diabetes and all that.
Yeah, I hope
Right?
that-
Long road
For all the
ahead.
insulin I'm gonna need.
yeah, they'll finance the pokers.
Pokers.
I actually love Pepsi too. I love cola in general.
Not a Coca-Cola fan though, but I mean, usually when the waitress goes, is Coca-Cola right? Okay, I'll drink it.
Yeah, you're not one of those.
Yeah, I'm
guys.
glad you
Yeah.
say yes, because the
Yeah.
people who say no, that's
Yeah. I will say no to Diet Pepsi though.
yes, totally. Yeah, you
Okay.
taste that aspartame? No,
Yeah.
not for me.
Yeah.
I think I think Coke is better to mix with booze than Pepsi is, but if you're just to drink it like straight up, I think Pepsi's better.
No, just
You
add
know what I
more
mean?
alcohol.
Like
it
rum
doesn't
and
matter.
Coke. Rum and Coke is better than rum and Pepsi, I think.
No.
It sounds better. Rolls off the tongue better too. Rum and Coke.
Well,
Jack
yeah,
and
yeah,
Coke.
Yeah, but
Pepsi.
I don't.
All of a rum and
Yeah.
Pepsi.
I
Yeah,
don't want it.
right?
I don't want it to roll off my tongue. I want it to roll it.
Yeah.
in-
In your throat. Yeah.
yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Anyway, I'm still on the tiny desk. Oh,
Did you find who that?
Billie Eilish was good too.
Mark's a big Billie Eilish fan.
No, don't say that. I like her music. I'm not a big fan.
Yeah, he is.
I believe I think
Okay,
Gary
whatever.
Clark Jr. did one as well, and he's also one of my heroes.
Yes, he is awesome.
Yeah, he certainly is. Super cool, super talented.
Yeah.
John
Well, yeah.
Legend.
When we started the show, like where we've ended up from where we started isn't like what we had planned at all. It's obviously evolved into what it is, but we wanted it to be where like if there was no COVID, like pre-COVID, and we were doing this, like we'd all be in the same room right now, right? Like you guys would be sitting at the table with us, and basically if you guys wanted to break out into a song, like we would let you do so, and then you could like promote a song or something like that, which I think we still have in the plan if we can ever get in the same room as everybody, right? So I guess that's kind of like a tiny desk thing. I don't know how we didn't quite work out how the sound would go though, because Mark and I are not musicians. We don't have any equipment, right? So
But we'll
haven't
figure
figured
that
that
out.
part out,
We'll
Yeah.
figure that out when this COVID shit finally blows over.
right? And normally I'd
That's a
be
great idea.
sitting there with Mark, but got a broken femur right now, so it's easier for me to just
Holy
go in
hell.
my basement. Yeah, self-inflicted.
Yeah, on
But it's
purpose.
good. Yeah. That sounds really bad.
Yeah.
I didn't like snap my own femur, but it was a medical procedure that I had to get done. It was basically my hips were twisted so bad that we cut my femur and rotated my femur and then put a titanium rod in. So you know when you like plant a tree and the one branch isn't growing and you kind of tie a rope to it so that it grows. We basically did that with my leg. So yeah, that's relatively new. So I'm going to be on crutches for a little while. So it's just easier for me to stay here at this point in time.
Jeez, wow.
So-
How are you healing up?
So far, so you know what? I've had a bad back since like 2004 is when I can remember it being real bad. And I did the surgery November 30th and my back's like 80% better.
Nice.
So it like
Awesome.
relieved a lot of the pressure off of my L3, 4, or 5, like in the spine there. So man, I would do it again in a heartbeat. Now I'm just like, I just want the rod out so
Yeah.
I can like move. I'm
Yeah.
very limited in how I can move, but it's
Wow.
good. I'm doing good.
Awesome.
Were you able to do
Anybody?
that here? Did you do that like in Saskatchewan, or did you have to travel?
Yeah, in Saskatoon. Yeah, shout out to City Hospital in Saskatoon.
Kim's a nurse, so you may run into her in some of those places.
Not city, JPCH. RUH.
Aha. at RUH. My my sister-in-law, my wife's sister. That's my sister-in-law, right? She's at City Hospital. Yeah, that's how dumb I am, you guys. I'm such an idiot. I'm just gonna throw that out there. I'm an idiot. But yeah, she's an RN at Emerge at City Hospital too. Yeah, lots of nurses everywhere.
Nice.
Yeah,
Gotta
shout
have
out to
'em.
the frontline workers.
Totally.
Yeah, for sure.
How are you doing, Kim?
So just in September, I actually ended up getting a job in the community in a special needs school. So I'm a school nurse now this year, full time, which has been amazing. Also comes with challenges with COVID too, of course. And I'm just working casually still in RUH emergency, and it's tough. I mean, everything that we were doing before is now just double the work with the amount of protection that you're doing to yourself and against for the other patients, and the rules change every single day. So you're trying to keep up with policy, and it's, yeah, I remember like going to my first COVID positive room, and it's scary. It's weird feelings. And, but yeah, I mean, the hospitals are getting full, and so really hoping things start to change on pretty quick. But on the bright side, I just got my second COVID vaccine on Tuesday.
Wait,
Yeah.
right on.
Yeah. Yeah. So I got the two Pfizer doses in me. So no spare limbs or anything like that I can see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hasn't gone a horn yet.
Yeah, no horn, nothing. I'm feeling good. A little bit sore, a little bit achy after as normal, and that was it. So I'm really pumped that these are coming out, and hope that we can continue on and get the rest of the population vaccinated, and then go from there.
For sure. I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
Did you guys see that meme that said, of course, there's all the conspiracies about the vaccines and stuff. And it's like, oh, they're going to microchip us. There was a meme that said, no, the COVID-19 vaccine will not come with a microchip, but it will come with U2's new album.
Oh, man. Well, remember when that was in the iPhone? I was so angry.
He was, and I was the first one he called. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We all were.
yeah, it really sucked.
It was terrible.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and then it took up all the space on your phone, so you couldn't put anything else on there. Well, what the hell? That's what pissed me off.
Yeah, they just amplified hate with that, I think, unfortunately.
Yeah, it didn't work. Total backfire. Yeah.
And apparently U2 didn't even know that they were going to do that in that way.
Oh, is that right? Is a management decision or something?
Apparently, U2 didn't. Well, they agreed, contract, it will go to iPhones, but I believe they thought it would be all on new iPhones. When they got sold, then you have a U2 album and you have the option to delete it. But they didn't think that Apple would push it to all iPhones in the world.
Really? Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that was a little bit sketchy.
Yeah. You gotta look out. Yeah.
But I mean, on the one hand, they probably gained quite a few fans, even though, I mean, we were talking about music discovery in the beginning. That's one way to get your name out there.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of a crapshoot. Hey, that could have went either way, right?
I think it went the wrong way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it did, but I mean, like in that moment, I can kind of see how, like, if I told you,
it seemed like a good idea at the time.
Yeah, the 7 Mile Sun album on every iPhone in the world, right? Like, you think you'd be like, fuck yeah, let's do that, right?
And then you see the backlash on socials and like,
Ooh, some regrets.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would probably go for that.
Yeah.
You guys want to take our chances?
Screw the backlash, whatever.
Are you guys able to do that?
Yeah.
Come on, Pepsi, help us out.
Yeah. Put it in a box of Pepsi.
When we
Maybe
get
we
the
can,
Pepsi deal, when we get the Pepsi deal, we'll have you guys write a song for the Pepsi commercial that we'll be in.
We can do
Sure.
the Big Mac rap, and that's about it. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah, we got no Pepsi rap. We'll have to work on one.
I don't like McDonald's though, so we don't want them sponsoring.
Yeah, I
Okay,
do.
no
Let's
problem.
hear it.
Well, actually,
No, you know.
no,
it.
you. No, I don't.
You want to lay it down?
Do it.
We-
Big Mac.
Big
Big Mac. Big Mac. Big Mac. I need a double cheeseburger and hold the lettuce. Don't be frontin', son. No seeds on the bun. I'll be up in this drive-through. Order for two. I got a craving for number 9 like my shoe. Need some chicken up in here. In this hizzle for rizzle my nizzle. Extra salt on the frizzle. Dr. Pepper, my brother. Another for your mother. Double super size. And don't forget the fries.
It's whatever.
Oh, that is hilarious.
If you don't like McDonald's after that, then fuck you.
There's my promo for this week right there.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Okay, we're
That's
gonna
where I'm gonna end
rename
it too. I'm gonna end it there. If you don't like McDonald's, fuck you. That's what we were thinking
7 Mile Son.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
people would get behind that.
Oh yeah.
Most people like McDonald's.
Most. No.
Yeah.
Drunk. Yes.
The
Fries.
fries are good. I'm not a fan of the burgers.
No, I had trouble with nuggets a couple years ago, and I can't go back. I must have been a bad batch. I'm not sure if it was actually chicken or what it was, but and I was drunk too, and I couldn't even do it. They
I don't-
tasted like rubber. Straight
I don't think
rubber.
anyone knows if that's actual chicken.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Well,
Is it actual beef? Like, are the burgers like real meat?
Oh, I was like, the chicken nuggets? No, they're not
No,
beef.
like the
floor
the patties.
scraps.
I think
Meat
so.
cookies.
There's got to be
I don't know.
some beef in there.
It tastes decent.
I think so.
I enjoy it.
I mean, there's nothing like getting a pound of Saskatchewan raised ground beef and turning it into burgers, but
I thought you were heading down a A&W path here with the no hormones.
no, fuck that.
Next topic. Cut that out.
We can throw it back to the Tiny Desk concert because I saw the Lumineers have a Tiny Desk concert 9 months ago.
Oh, nice. I seen the Lumineers about 3 or 4 years ago in Saskatoon. Were either of you at that show in Saskatoon?
No.
Not me, no. Was
But-
Janelle maybe? My wife might have went. I think she's
My
a
wife?
pretty big fan. My wife, Janelle.
My wife's Janelle.
Holy shit.
Oh, she's
Wow.
cheating.
You guys have you guys have the same wife?
Chris Henderson too. What are you guys doing?
That's right. Chris Henderson's wife's name is Janelle. Janelle's the name. Shout out to all the beautiful Janelles out there in the world.
Yes, shout out to that. Anyways, the Lumineers show is really good, and Kaleo opened for Lumineers.
I want to see them
And-
live.
Oh, Kaleo stole the show from the Lumineers, if you ask me. It was fucking amazing. Man, they were good. Like
Needed to die.
that he's the best vocalist, rock vocalist, maybe vocalist I've ever seen live. And it was unbelievable. I'm such a huge Kaleo fan. I can't wait for every time they put something out. It's just like right now I'm listening to it.
They're
Did
so
it
underrated though
catch-
here. Like you barely hear them here.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I think they've had Way Down and No Good hit the radio, but like that's not even their best stuff. Some of the stuff they
No,
put
yeah.
out over the last little while here, I can't remember the name of the singles off the top of my head, but man, is it good stuff. Unreal.
I'll be honest, man. I don't even know who that is. I
Check 'em out.
swear to God. And that's
I-
what, like CLE. How do you spell it? CLEO.
K
Cleo.
Kaleo.
Yeah.
KALEO.
I have that album AB on vinyl.
AB.
It's one of my prized possessions. So
I
good.
might. I think I have it here in,
one of
in a
those
bin.
when you did your. Yeah, you did.
I did Automobile. I covered Automobile in a
Oh,
live
that's
stream
awesome.
Yeah, it was
one
really good.
time. I love that song. I love that the slow side of that album. All the pretty girls, Save Yourself. It's so good.
They I think they kind of had a moment when that TV show on HBO Final came out because their song was the title track, and that also was at the same timeline when all their tracks kind of came into Canada and the US.
Okay.
So I think that had something to do with it. But yeah, I think they're underrated here.
Totally.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys. I know you've listened to their newer stuff. I think I passed
Oh,
it your way
yeah.
as soon as I heard it. Alter Ego. I think that's maybe the title, the EP title or something. That's right now they're doing, but it is amazing music.
Yeah.
that reminds me, I need to add him to my Tidal playlist.
Mark's a big Tidal advocate. Are you guys familiar with Tidal?
No.
So
What?
I should let Mark explain it, but my way of explaining it is it's the same as Spotify. Yeah, here we go on a journey, you guys.
Okay, so this is Joel. I should have Mark explain this, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's basically it's the same thing as Spotify, but it's different, right? And really the only difference there is that they pay the musicians more money than Spotify does.
How do we get on
Basically.
Tidal?
At us.
How do you distribute your music, like through CD Baby or whatever?
Yeah, CD Baby.
Yeah, CD Baby should have integration with Tidal as well, I think.
We're probably on there already.
think we probably
just
are.
clicked like select all. So we're probably
Yeah.
on there. We don't
Yeah.
even know.
And I actually played your songs this afternoon on Tidal.
Okay,
So
Yeah.
Thank you for the money.
yeah.
We'll
You're
collect our
welcome.
0.00001 cent.
Right?
Actually,
yeah.
Tidal pays about 3 or 4 times more than Spotify,
Nice.
but it takes longer for them to pay out. Which
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, if the end result is more money, then whatever.
Sure.
You know.
That's awesome.
But it's the reason they have this pay structure is because it's artist owned. So Jay-Z and Alicia Keys and a whole bunch of those
Timberlake,
big.
Justin Timberlake, I think.
Is he on there too?
Maybe.
Well,
Don't quote me
they
on that.
have
Sure,
they have a
sure,
Made
he's
that
on
up.
there.
Yeah.
They have
have
a-
him in. Great guy. Great guy.
It's probably like Cher and Madonna, and there you go.
JT, my boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bieber.
Yeah, but they have a stake in there and a seat in the boardroom, so that's how Tidal is funded, and you know.
Yeah.
So the only downside, what I find, is that there's a lot of hip hop and rap, which I'm not into, and they promote that a lot. So that's the only downside. But I mean, there's nothing on Tidal there's nothing on Spotify that I can't find on Tidal.
Right. Yeah. Oh, that's super cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, shout out to Tidal. You should sponsor us.
Yeah.
What and the Kaleo tracks? What's the Kaleo? What was the EP you said?
Well, I think Alter Ego is one of the songs, and I feel like that may or may not be the EP title too. It's got a super great artwork with like a mountain above the water and below the water or something.
Red and Blue.
Yeah, I think so.
Backbone is on there.
Yeah, Backbone. That's a great song. There's another one that starts off with the
Alter
Whistling.
Ego. Yeah.
You love whistling.
I love whistling.
Kevin's really good at whistling.
Kevin is an incredible whistler.
Yeah.
Cool.
Just
Oh,
Whistle
Small.
something.
like, can you do it with the 2 fingers too?
No,
Oh,
I can't
no,
do
just
that.
his mouth.
Can you?
You can?
Yeah, no, I'm not going to.
Why?
Do it.
COVID? Because COVID. Hold it out here.
I can
She's the
I-
she's the bass player.
whistling.
She's not loud and obnoxious.
She's cool and chill.
Yeah.
I can think of the whistling part to the Cleo song that I can't think of the title to right now.
Really?
Do it.
What is
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Can you hear the vibrato? So good.
You know that song now? It's one of their new ones.
I do. I know exactly what it is.
Oh man, great song. I can't remember the name, but we have some whistling on one of our songs that we laid down at Skull Creek Studios.
Yeah, and we also have clogs recorded, like wooden foot
Those
clogs.
freaking, they were showing us those things on the episode too.
Yeah.
Like, those are like a monument of Skull
Yes.
Creek Studios, I think.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah,
'Cause-
they are.
Did you guys have to drink out of it?
Oh,
We didn't.
we did not know, but
Oh man, if I was those boys, hey, you guys at League of Wolves, anybody who records in that studio should have to at least take a drink out of one of those clogs. That's
Yeah.
I'm
That's-
throwing that out there.
And give me a shout out because I'm Dutch.
Kevin. Kevin will.
I'd consider it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was Aspen said it was the first time he recorded clogs
Yeah,
for that song.
we were just kind of doing more of an acoustic or sounding song, and we needed a little bit we recorded a whole bunch of different percussion instruments, and then we just said, hey, how about the clogs? So Kevin did this, and they just put up a mic, and we recorded clogs.
Oh, that's right. And didn't you like kick the microphone down or something, right?
Yes, I did post that.
See,
Yeah.
I've been creeping. I've
been
been
watching.
creeping.
Attaboy. Attaboy.
We love it. Thank you.
Yeah, that's
Can you hear this in the background?
yeah.
Wait.
That's the song, isn't
That's
it?
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's it called?
I want more.
Yes. I want more. That's an awesome song.
And that's that Kaleo.
Kaleo,
Kaleo,
yeah,
yeah.
for sure.
Isn't it No Good? Isn't that the other?
No Good is their big hit from AB.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. What's that other on that new album?
Why do I not know who this is? Like, where, Mark, would
Now
I
you
have
do.
heard this? Yeah, now I'll have to deep dive.
would have heard that.
Oh, they're European,
have heard-
so
Yeah, you would have
Oh.
heard No Good or Way Down We Go on the radio at some point, I think.
Yeah.
Way down we go. Oh, oh.
Mhm.
Super popular song.
Yep.
But I mean, if you're listening to
Can
the
you-
beat, you wouldn't have heard it.
can you sing the Icelandic one too?
Can you?
The
No.
Vorva Glaska, what it's called.
Yeah, yeah.
Or maybe I actually probably could. I've listened to it so many times. I bet you I could get through it if the song. No, if the music was playing.
Oh, yeah.
I can make that happen.
No, we're good. But the track of ours with the whistling on it is titled Cakewalk Pumpkin Number 5, which is pretty fun.
Yeah.
Like pumpkin
Cakewalk,
pie.
Pumpkin number 5.
Yeah, Cakewalk Pumpkin Number 5 is the title of the song. Has nothing to do with the song, but we didn't know what to name this song. And
You remember, and you remembered you did a cakewalk, and number 5 was the Pepsi. The Pepsi.
the Pepsi.
Pepsi.
No, my wife has a lot to do with children. She's a daycare, or she owns her own daycare, and this was before that, but I can't remember what was going on. There was a school event in our school and in town here, and they were doing like a kids contest called a cakewalk. So they had these cakes or these pumpkins with numbers on them. It was Halloween theme. Anyways, there was a folder sitting on the table that said Cakewalk Pumpkin Numbers. And I walked by and I looked at it. I thought it said Cakewalk Pumpkin Number 5. And for some reason, I thought that was really funny. So I started, so then I think I sent her a Snapchat. I was like, Cakewalk Pumpkin Number 5. And she's like, that's numbers, you idiot. But anyways, we had this song and we didn't know what to title it. So we called it Cakewalk Pumpkin Number 5. And then we started
As a joke.
as a
and
joke. And then all of our fans, like we played it live a bunch and they're like, man, that song is awesome.
Play the
So-
pumpkin song.
Yeah.
They yell. And like it doesn't ever mention a cake, a walk, a pumpkin, or a number 5, and makes no. It sounds like a Panic at the Disco title, but now it's ours.
Yep.
And it will be.
Does- Does the song sound like Panic at the Disco?
No.
No. Thank
Just
God.
how their titles are so long and make no
Yeah,
sense.
yeah.
Yeah, that's this one.
Yeah, it's a song that won't be coming out as a single. I think there's 2 songs on out of the 6 we've done that aren't, I wouldn't consider them radio friendly songs or radio playable songs. So they'll likely come out on the EP. They'll be previously unreleased.
They're
Whereas,
just little softer,
yeah,
groovier songs. Yeah.
still songs we're super excited about and proud of. But right now we're just pushing these singles because we're hoping to get them on the air.
Mm-hmm.
Right on. Are both of the singles on the radio on 102 right now, or is it just the one?
Just Can't Compromise. Yeah, The Ride hasn't been on the radio, and
CBC has played it some.
that's right. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that song. That's probably one of our favorite songs to play live, though, is The Ride. It's an older song than Can't Compromise. We've had it for a couple of years actually, and it's evolved a little bit over the years, but we love playing that song. I don't know if you guys haven't listened to it, check it out. It's a kind of a real ripper, that one.
Mhm.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
And when you
Um,
say CBC, is that CBC Saskatchewan or CBC nationwide?
Saskatchewan. Yeah, I want to put you guys in touch with our buddy Joe afterwards too. He's got a
Yeah.
couple radio stations too, so he might be able to help out get that. Like he can the way I understand it is he can pretty much pick and choose what he wants, right? And he likes to promote indie musicians too. So the idea essentially is you send him an MP3 and he'll play it in like the UK and Germany and the
the US.
States and and the US. So
Sure, that'd be great.
yeah. He's
Cool.
a good shit. He'll probably want to get you on his show too. I wouldn't put it past him. And it's basically same thing as this, right? It's a Zoom call hangout,
Yeah.
right?
You'll have to do this all over again.
Actually, I will.
That'd be
I'll give him another little
Good
plug.
drag.
'Cause I'll give a different plug for Joe because they just started something on last Wednesday, a live show. You could I plugged into it a little bit. They had Manfred from Elephants and Stars was the first guest. Him and Sarah, like one of the other ones from SLE Radio or whatever, were hosting it. And yeah, so every Wednesday, basically, they want to get an artist on, but it's live, right? So you can watch it on YouTube. I don't know about YouTube. I know you can watch it on like Twitter live. There was another platform. Maybe it was Facebook. I don't know. Twitch, maybe. Shit, I don't even know. But it was live anyways. But it was good. I tuned in to watch Manfred with them and hung around there for an hour. And it's interactive, right? So I was kind of chatting a little bit in there, and then I took off. I just wanted them to know I was there. That was it.
Yeah, I'm here. Goodbye.
Yeah, pretty much.
I like that interactive stuff. I've seen musicians do that here quite a bit since COVID and stuff, and they'll take questions and that sort of thing, and that's super cool. I always try and get in there and type in a question, and then when they answer it, it's pretty neat.
We should do that.
That's what? That's
Yeah,
funny
like-
that you say that,
Yeah, potentially.
because before we let you guys into the chat, we were actually streaming live on YouTube because we're tossing that idea around of doing it. We figured out how to do it. So we were just doing a sample with just Mark and me, and then it says in the top corner, like recording live on YouTube, but we shut it down before we let you in because we didn't want to like creep you guys out and be like, you're live. so we
Thank
kind of
you.
shut it down. But yeah, we're definitely like, I like that stuff too, man. Like it's interactive and like, you can ask whatever you want.
Yeah, absolutely. And just anything live is great. Like we're working on a live performance video right now that we're going to be shooting. It won't be live streamed, but it'll be a live take of us performing one of our songs, all shot in one take with one camera, and I'll record it at once instead of tracked at different times like we do in the studio. And we're excited about that because it's cool to then you hear what the band sounds like live. Not that we don't sound like we do live as the recordings come through, but that's very polished, and it's been polished, I guess.
Yeah,
So
and you can have retakes when something goes wrong, you do it again.
Yeah.
That's right. And I mean, technically we can with this too, because we're not live streaming it, but we're hoping to do it in just a couple of takes. It's going to be super raw
Very
and
raw, yeah.
super cool.
It's actually, we I don't know if you can see here this t-shirt right here. That's Room 333. We had them on the show last week. No, the week before. And they also have technically it's a side project called King for a Day. And they just got together on a Facebook live stream. It was back in May or something. They just sat in one of the guys' living room and put a phone somewhere and hit go live. And they started playing their songs. And I noticed 20 minutes in, one of the guys goes on the laptop just to see how many people are watching. I was like, holy shit, we got 43 comments. Hang on a second. So they were expecting, if they get
Like 10 people or
10
something, right?
people, 5 to 10 people in total, they'd be happy. But yeah, I think the counter ended up at 3,800 or something.
Wow.
So those live streams are definitely, I think, even past COVID, are going to be something that musicians are going to be doing a lot of.
Right. The thing here's the trick though. Like, there's got to be a way to make money at it. And see, I'm always thinking like I don't know.
Well, you could
I'm
do
always thinking of like, how can I make money at this? Right? There's got to be a way.
You can do something like Patreon, but for one-time shows. You buy a ticket and you get the link to the live show. So it's not rocket science. It's doable.
I suppose it would also be hard to add like a tip feature or something so people can just be like, hey, thanks for doing this. Here's $10 or something like that.
Right.
That shouldn't be too difficult to do.
No, exactly.
Just like setting your guitar case out of your hat at a show or something like that,
Yeah.
Right.
And that's
Right,
kind of that's kind of my side of the idea right now, that we could, for our show, we could have like a tip jar on our website, because hey, we sell stuff, we take credit card payments, so all I need to do is create a product on the site that says something like tip jar or whatever.
Yeah.
And people can go there and pay us if they want to, which, nobody wants to, but whatever.
Yeah.
As soon as one person does.
Yeah, exactly. $5
That's
a
right.
month.
All it takes is that $1 million person that
Yeah.
would like to donate the $1 million tip,
Maybe it's
and
the
we're all
boss.
set.
It's the Pepsi boss.
Yeah.
The Pepsi boss. Which that was my name.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
Pepsi boss.
yeah.
What's up?
No, I don't want Coke. Go away.
Oh man.
Cool.
So what do you guys kind of have coming up in the, I guess, near, like anything in the books for the near future? Like, obviously you said that you're thinking of like releasing an EP maybe, but like, what's your timeline with that, you're thinking?
Yeah, we're not just thinking of it. We're planning on it, and it's all in the works right now. Like, been talking with a few people about all this. Just the last few days is really starting to put it into motion, because we just got our masters back for our tracks here this week.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Sweet.
things are just getting into motion right now. We're going to be submitting one song for sure, like pretty quick. I'm going to say
Yeah.
that Goodbye will be released within 4 to 6 weeks.
Maybe end of 6 weeks, but yeah, working on some promotion stuff. and-
Yeah, we're taking these ones. I don't know if we're taking them more seriously or not, but we're just trying to give them the juice they might need to really succeed, these ones. So we're making sure that we're doing it right, in the right order, with the right people. But yeah, we've got 2 songs we're like super excited about. And then we shot a video with the guys from Prehistoric Productions not too long ago. Shout out to the boys at Prehistoric.
Yeah, thank you. Amazing.
So thanks to them for having us on. We did a Skull Creek session with those guys for a song we've got that'll be coming out soon. The first one that we're
That
gonna have
one,
coming
yeah.
out here.
Goodbye.
I was gonna say I'd tell you the title, but the title might change before
We'll see.
we release it.
There's just
Stay tuned.
Titles are
Stay
hard.
tuned. Stay tuned.
right.
And then yeah, we're shooting a live performance video on February 4th, I think, also with the guys from Prehistoric.
Yeah.
And that one will be a very quick turnaround. It's a song that's it's an unreleased song, and we're just gonna lay it down, have the boys make sure it looks kind of smooth on the video, and put it out for everyone to enjoy. And I'm super excited about that. It's an acoustic version of one of our songs.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be really
Which-
fun to do.
That'll be the second single. So
Sweet. And where can people find you online?
Kimberly, you take this one.
yeah. Our Facebook, our Instagram, it's 7 Mile Sun on Facebook, 7 Mile Sun on Instagram. YouTube, we're just kind of working at starting to build that. A lot of our videos on there, as you guys would have seen, is from our Better Than Nothing days, as we it's the 7 Mile Sun change is pretty new to us, so we don't have a whole lot of live content from that yet, but working on that. So yeah, I recommend following us on both, because we do tend to post a little bit different content on each Facebook and Instagram. So
And our Spotify page, we're polishing up all the time now
Yeah.
too, because it's a pretty major platform right now. A lot of people are doing. So give us a follow on Spotify, and all of our stuff will definitely be posted on there.
And you should sign up for Twitter. Just saying.
yeah, we do have a Twitter page, but I've been relatively inactive on there. So
It's hard to keep up with all this stuff.
yeah, I mean, we probably should again, because you can just submit to that as well. And if people are happier using that, then it's easier just to submit our stuff there. So stay tuned. We'll see.
Right on.
We're done with that.
Right on. We really appreciate you guys coming on for the Friday night here. So you guys, like they said, follow them on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and I think we'll call it a night. You guys stick around though, okay? When I'm pointing, you can't even see me pointing.
You
Here.
bet.
I'm pointing at you. You guys stick around, and we'll catch everybody else next week.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for having us. This has been an absolute blast.
Yeah, thanks for taking the time to talk to us.
Yeah. Thank you guys. We appreciate the exposure and just to sit down and have a good time with you.
Kicked you.
Now I can grab a Coke.
now I can grab a Coke.